has got me charged.
Hey guys, what's going on? And happy Thanksgiving. Holy shit, 11,000 subscribers. At the time that I'm recording this now, I have no idea what it's been for like the past week. My channel has absolutely skyrocketed. 11,000 people want to listen to some dickhead with a camera drive around and talk. There is something wrong with you guys, and I love it. You guys have been showing me a tremendous amount of support lately, and I cannot thank you enough. I am so excited right now. By the time I release this video, I think Thanksgiving's probably gonna be done with, so I hope everybody had a good and safe Thanksgiving. I'm really weird about the holidays. Like I'm very ritualistic in the way I like my holidays. Now, my tradition on Thanksgiving, I don't care whose house I'm at, my mom's, mine, whatever. The only thing I want is a turkey leg. That's all I want out of life. I'll eat in the corner on the floor as long as I can have a turkey leg. You guys should totally see what I look like when I eat Thanksgiving. Probably by this time next year, I probably will have done it like a face reveal by then. So maybe I'll have to do a video. I look like a Viking king when I eat turkey legs. All I'm missing is like a cup of mead on the side. I get turkey all over my face. So one thing I've noticed about a lot of you that watch my videos, a lot of you are thinking about getting into law enforcement. I love being the go-to guy that you want advice from when you're trying to start your law enforcement career. That's awesome. So recently, a buddy of mine, he hooked me up with another guy that runs a channel, and he's also a cop. And I'm not big on like giving other channels like shout outs and stuff like that. Like I know I talk about Dan all the time, but Dan is really what got me into doing the YouTube thing. So this guy's channel is called Free Field Training, and it's really unique channel because it's basically a cop talking about how to deal with anything from domestics to equipment and gear. I know a lot of you guys are like gear nuts. I'm really not a gear nut. Like I probably will never do really a gear review other than like my duty belt, because I know a lot of you wanted to see that. But I'm not like a gear connoisseur. So this guy will stand in front of a whiteboard and he'll draw out and explain how different situations work, like how to position yourself in a domestic as an officer. So not only are the videos good for people getting into law enforcement, but they're also good for people that are already in law enforcement and they need like a refresher. That's one thing about this job, is you have to constantly refresh your skills, otherwise you get complacent. And Free Field Training is really good about breaking that complacency. So if you guys want to check them out, I'm going to put a link in the description. So I wanted to make today's vlog about the most commonly asked questions on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to knock all of these questions out in one video, because like every day I'm seeing more and more comments, especially with the influx of subscribers lately. I'm starting to see a lot of repetitive questions. So hopefully I'll get some of those answered for you guys today. The one thing I wanted to make a point to say in my video, I'm a very firm believer in keeping contact with your community. And there have been several of you that have emailed me back astonished that a YouTuber actually contacted you. The bad part to getting more and more subscribers is that it gets harder and harder for me to try to respond and one-on-one with you guys. And that was part of the whole purpose why I wanted to establish that forum that I talked about a few videos back. I have hand-selected a team of people that are going to represent my channel, and they're on the forum all the time. These guys are so dedicated. These guys put in like countless amounts of hours to the forum, and they really help me out. It would literally take me about 7 or 8 hours to go through every forum post and every YouTube comment at this point. And of course, I'm still going to be on the forum. Like I'm on the forum religiously, like all the time. I'm always checking it. So the bottom line, the whole point that I was trying to make is, if I don't reply to you one-on-one, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to every comment that I can. I'm not going to be able to reply to every single one of them, but I will try my best. So let's get to some of the most commonly asked questions. Is 401 your actual badge number? No, it's not, and it never has been. Little known secret, 401 was the badge number of the officer that I started doing ride-alongs with when I was 15 or 16 years old. Like I still had to get a parent to sign off on the waiver for it. My badge number with the city did start with a 4, but it wasn't 401. Probably the most common question I get asked, can you film vlogs while you're on duty? Unfortunately, the answer is no, and I never will be able to, and here's why. We have 2 policies set in place with the department that would prevent me from doing that. The first one is that I can't make money while I'm on duty doing something else. And because I do get paid a little bit for my YouTube videos, that would be a policy violation. The second reason is we have another policy that's in place that I can't record and release the footage without express permission from the chief. Believe me guys, I would love to film what I do at work every day. And I know some departments are a lot more lax on that. They have different policies and stuff. But a lot of departments are really starting to crack down on the social media stuff because a lot of officers have been getting in trouble and stuff like that. So it's understandable, but it does kind of put a restriction on what I can do. One of the second most popular questions I've been asked is why didn't I show the trunk in my patrol car tour video? Honestly, the reason why I didn't show the trunk, number one, it was pretty messy at the time, but the main reason I didn't show it is there's really not that much interesting stuff in there. I'm not on SWAT anymore. That was back when I was with the city. Really, the only thing I had in there was like a box with like a code book and like a traffic wand, a reflective rain jacket, and a fire extinguisher. If you guys are like dead set on me doing a trunk video, I mean, I can. Just let me know and I'll press record. Some of you were also asking me about the engine of the patrol car. Honestly, I know nothing about cars. So I don't know the details of like how the engine was modified or if it's been tuned or whatever. I don't know. Another very commonly asked question, what is the name of the intro song that you put at the beginning of all your videos? Okay, you guys ready for this? The song is called After Hours, and it's by Troy Boy. Yes, I jam out to that on my way to work. It amps me up, man. Like as soon as I get on the road, I start blasting what I call my theme music, and I get to it, man. Like I'm rushing to calls and backing people up, and every time I pull up and I have my windows down and my music's up a little bit, the officers start laughing right away because they already know. Everybody here knows what I do. Another popular question, what kind of car do I drive? I drive a 2012 Dodge Charger. It's a 5.7 liter Hemi V8. Another sub question having to do with my car, what kind of tint do I have on the windows? I put a layer of 5% tint on top of 10% tint, so it's basically like darker than limo. There's two reasons I do this. One, for privacy. Second of all, my eyes are extremely sensitive to light. So I put this tint all the way around the car, so it's basically like having sunglasses on all the time. And, you know, whenever I back up at night, I just roll down the windows and it's not an issue. Another common question I'm asked, why are you no longer K9? A lot of people were worried this was like a sore subject for me, I guess. It's only a sore subject in the sense that I don't have my dog anymore. I really miss my dog, but the situation itself wasn't. So part of the reason why I left the city was because I had a lot of problems with micromanagement and just shitty bosses. And it was one of the hardest decisions that I've ever made. I did not want to leave my dog. That was the only part of that job that I thoroughly enjoyed was K9. The reason I didn't get to take him with me is because he was still working. Once a K9 retires, then the handler usually can take them after that. But because he was still in service, I had to give him to another handler. Another question a lot of you ask is the best way to try to prepare for being a cop. That in itself, I think, is probably going to be worthy of its own video. So I'm probably going to try to film that separately. The last thing I want to say, there's a lot of you that have been commenting and you're like, I remember when I was here at 400 subscribers, or I remember when I was here at 1,000 subscribers. I can't tell you how much all of you guys mean to me, especially those of you who have been here from the beginning, and I really sincerely appreciate it. I was never planning on doing YouTube videos. It's so weird. Like, I was totally thrown into this. Holy shit, that's bright. I am so excited to be doing what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm falling in love with it, like, more and more every day. I love doing this. It's funny, like, some guy sent me a message on Instagram the other day, and you know, he's a younger kid, and I actually replied to him, and this guy, his mind was blown that I replied to him. And he said, he was like, thank you, sir. Like, I can't believe you actually replied to me. I really respect you. And I'm shaking right now because you actually replied to me. Like that kind of shit makes me feel really good. And that's what kind of gives me the motivation to keep going and keep doing this. Not that I was losing motivation to begin with, but you guys just keep stacking it up and stacking it up. I'm not expecting to get rich. Or I'm not expecting to get famous. I don't know if I really want either one. I really don't want to be famous. I don't like being the center of attention. Like, if you guys met me in person, I'm a totally different guy. Like, I am super shy, unless I'm drunk. But I'm super shy and I'm kind of a loner. Like, I just kind of like to do my own thing and be left alone. But when I do these videos, I feel really outgoing. Like, I feel like I can be myself. I feel like I can be open. It's weird having this like whole other world in the internet separate from your life. You know, I talk to my friends about my YouTube channel stuff, but most people don't care. And the people that do surf YouTube, they like click on an interesting video and then they'll jump to another video. A lot of people don't even know what subscribing is. So for the most part, like I really try not to overwhelm my friends because I'm so excited about YouTube, because most people just don't give a shit. So it's very weird having this like separate, I have work life, personal life, YouTube life. But one thing I want to start changing with this channel is I want to start incorporating you guys into more of a personal routine with me. I want to start bringing you guys more into my personal life. And I think I'm finally starting to get comfortable with that idea. I didn't like it at first. I really wanted to maintain that separate aspect of things, but I really want to start including you guys, especially more subscribers I get. Like, you guys are getting more and more involved. And I sat down with Dan one day and we were talking, and Dan brought up a good point, and I'm starting to kind of see that now. Dan was like, dude, being a YouTuber is the weirdest thing, because you have viewers that they are going to know more about your life than your own friends do. These people will follow you religiously. They'll know everything you like to do. They'll know what kind of car you drive. They'll get to know your family. They follow you like a reality TV show. And the first day that you're out and about in public and someone shouts your name out, he's like, that will completely throw you off. You will not be expecting it whatsoever. And I feel like it's starting to kind of get to that point now because, like, there's a lot of people that are asking to, like, see weird things. Like, you guys want me to do a car tour of my personal car. It's just a black Charger. But you know what? If you guys want that, I'll give it to you. I'm excited that you guys want to see every part of my life. Like, that's really exciting to me. So I guess, you know, maybe it's time to say, if you guys have any ideas for what you want to see in my life, like, just put it in the comments and it'll give me something to think about. I'm probably not going to, like, dive into it. I'm not going to, like, bring you guys into the fucking shower with me. But if you guys want to be more involved in my personal life, I think I'm starting to be okay with that. That's the whole point of YouTube, right? That's the point of reality TV. That's why I'm doing this. So anyway, guys, that is it. I'm about to walk into the store and get an ass ton of beer. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Like I said, I hope you had fun with your family, your friends, whoever you were with. Thank you guys again so much for the ongoing support, and I will try to get to your comments as soon as I can. I need to set away like 5 hours just to sit down and reply to every single one of you. I told you I wanted to maintain contact with my community, and I stand by that 100%. You guys are fantastic. Look at this guy. He looks like a trucker Johnny Depp. So guys, that's it. Thank you again for the support. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.
You've been far away. What have you got to say? My heart is on display, but I'm not a...
I noticed how much somebody looked forward to something. So off my turkey, I brought a turkey leg for you.
What? This is the famous turkey leg I have been talking about. This is all I want out of life.